Okay, so taking a look at this, tell whether x and y are proportional. We have this table here where x takes on the value of 2 and y at 10, 5, 25, 7, 35, 9, 45. Okay, now there's a lot of different ways that we can tell whether or not x and y are proportional. Probably the fastest way with a table is to check to see if there's anything we can multiply x by to get y. That's our proportion equation, right? We have y is equal to k times by x, where k is the constant of proportionality. Okay, so if k is equal to the constant of proportionality, if this is a proportional relationship, we should be able to find some amount k that we can multiply x by to make it equal y. So we would say, okay, we have 10 is equal to k times by 2, and we'd say, okay, well, k is equal to 5. So does this work for everything in the table? 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 5 is 25, 7 times 5 is 35, 9 times 5 is 45. So because there exists k such that when we multiply it by x, we get y, that means, yes, these things are going to be proportional. Okay, now, a couple other ways that we can do this. We can set them up as fractions to see if they simplify down to the same thing, right? We could say, okay, we're going to do this like slope change in y over change in x, so we're just going to put y over x. 10 over 2 is equal to 2, 5. 25 over 5 is equal to 5. 35 over 5 is equal to 5. 45 over 9 is equal to 5. So because all of this is simplifying down to the same constant of proportionality, we are good here, right? Lots of other ways that we can do this. We can check 10 over 2 equaling 25 over 5. We can do this and see this is equal to 50 and this is equal to 50. So those two things are proportional, and then go check everything else in the table to make sure they're proportional to the first two things. Again, a lot of ways to check to see whether or not things are proportional. We could even graph these. And as we graph this, we go over by 2 and up by 10, over by like a lot. And we're going to end up seeing that this is going to end up being a straight line going through the origin. If we were to graph all of those points, and its line would go through all of those points, and it would be a straight line going through the origin at 0, 0. Again, lots of different ways to solve this problem, lots of different ways to think about it. Probably the fastest, is there something that we can multiply x by in order to get y?